Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Local Edition. I'm Monto Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and influencers who are making a difference. So let's see who's making news right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, early child care and education programs for the community, expert advice on elder law, stunning bespoke menswear, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Up first, a story not to be missed.
Did you know that families spend almost 1/4 of their income on childcare? As if high costs aren't bad enough, many communities simply don't have access to programs or services that should be considered essential in today's society.
Parents are having to make some difficult choices because of the cost of childcare. Right now, the average price of childcare is around $17,250. For many families, it's actually their highest expense monthly. It's not really a stretch for families to start thinking, well, maybe the lower wage earner of the two working parents would be better off staying home.
Over the past 20 years, White Birch Center has been working to improve the lives of working families and citizens by offering programs that go well beyond your average childcare to include learning and active living programs for children, adults, and families, seniors too.
White Birch Center was originally Crayon College, and in 1974, our founder took ownership of Crayon College. In 1981, we became a nonprofit known as White Birch Community Center, and eventually we became White Birch Center. Our founder's vision early on was to be a service provider and support organization for people from cradle to cane.
Childcare is vitally important, not only to allow families the opportunity to work, but also because 90% of a person's brain is developed before age kindergarten. The word daycare does not honor the work that we do. We want the industry to be professionalized and respected by using terms such as childcare and early childhood education. At White Birch Center, we hope to foster a community that models support, resources, and services to children, families in the community.
With a focus on family and community, individuals and families who live in the surrounding area can benefit from these exciting programs and services.
Our programs at White Birch Center are the cornerstone of the community. We provide early care and education, employment, educational opportunities, meals, support, safety. Before and after school programming is important because it allows parents to work, their children are safe and engaged. We offer early care and education for children as young as 6 weeks all the way through 14 years of age. The curriculum at White Birch Center for our early learning program, ages 6 weeks all the way through 5, is called Emergent Curriculum. It's based on the premise that children are most successful at learning when curriculum experiences account for their interests, their strengths, and their needs.
White Birch Center also collaborates with public and private partners, integrating business technology and resources. Offering a range of services in one location greatly benefits the community.
The Henniker Food Pantry is an independent nonprofit, and they serve those with food insecurity in the town of Henniker. In our new facility, we can incorporate a number of different services into the same location. Our senior programming, teen program, the town welfare agent, the Henniker Youth Athletic Program, our Family Resource Center is here. For those in need, they have a single location that they can come to.
Many individuals who received services as children have now returned with their own families.
When I was 3, I came to White Birch Center for preschool. White Birch Center is incredibly necessary in the community, especially because it gives parents a safe place to have their children. My child has been at White Birch since she was 9 months old. What has benefited her the most has been the child-led philosophy at White Birch. Making a difference at White Birch Center makes me feel proud. I feel lucky that I get to be a part of children's development.
The active living program at White Birch Center is for seniors. The things that we try to achieve with our active living program is socialization, movement, exercise, fitness. There are a number of trips, from a local day trip to an overnight trip, fitness classes, painting, movies.
Because I was new to the area, I came to White Birch to meet people. There's lots of things we do here, and you can come and go and join those things as you want. The staff are the glue that holds our programs together.
With child care initiatives underway at the state and municipal level, there's reason to be hopeful. Let's continue turning our your ideas into actions, and when you can, please invest in young children. They deserve that and so much more.
To learn more about White Birch Center, visit the website at whitebirchcc.org or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
You know, there are certain things in life that we just keep putting off until it's too late. Estate planning and other aspects of elder care are two of those obligations to which you really owe it to yourself and to your family to take care of ahead of time. At the Nebenzahl Law Group, they understand how important this is, how to do it right, and most importantly, how to keep your family out of court. Coming up next, Andy Nebenzahl, an elder law expert, is going to tell you how easy it is to do this advanced planning and to avoid the pain which results from having to go to court when a loved one may pass away.
There are certain things in life that we just keep putting off until it's too late, and it can cost us. Estate planning and other aspects of elder care are two of those obligations to which you really owe it to yourself and your family to take care of ahead of time.
Estate planning and elder law involve the process of thinking through and documenting how you want to be cared for as you get older, what you want to do with the things you own when you pass away. The experience of a good attorney comes from what he or she has gained from assisting other families over the years and learning what's important, learning where the pitfalls of document drafting, for example, are. A lot of times there are a number of issues, very subtle issues sometimes, that a lawyer can help guide families through the numerous considerations and decisions that you need to address. The most important thing is to engage in a discussion with a professional who knows how to ask the right questions that are applicable to your family, understands your family. It's not a cookie cutter session. Documents aren't cookie cutters. It's important that the documents you create reflect accurately your intentions and the needs of your family. I began to develop an estate planning practice actually after my mother passed away. A year or so before she died, she got all of her children together and brought us to her lawyer's office and said, okay, this is what I've done. Here are the trusts that I have. Here's how everything is going to go through very easily. And sure enough, she passed away about a year and a half later, and it did. And I was like, this is amazing. And I'd been a practicing lawyer for 25 years or so, and I didn't know any of this. I was a trial lawyer. And so I became trained on estate planning and started to do it, and I feel really, really good about it.
A properly designed estate plan will give you control of your life and your assets. In most cases, this can all be done without having to go through probate.
Some of the consequences of having to go through probate relate to the time and expense involved. The time is the most important one. Oftentimes it can take months or even years to finish an estate. And in the meantime, that delay could cause damages to some of the property. The executor, the personal representative might want to sell some stock because the market is going down. That person can't do that until he or she is appointed. And if there's a delay in the appointment process, the value of the estate goes down. Nobody has the authority to take care of a deceased's house. And the mortgage doesn't get paid, the utilities don't necessarily get paid. Instead, if you've done your proper estate planning and avoiding probate, within days, if not weeks, of a deceased's passing, all those issues can be dealt with, and you don't have to involve the courts. A revocable trust is an instrument that is written so that your assets can be distributed to whoever you name in the trust upon your death or disability. You name a trustee. Generally, it's the person that drafts the trust that is the trustee for life, so you have control over everything. You're not giving anything away now. But if you become disabled or if you pass away, then whoever you name as the successor trustee will take over and do exactly what's written in the trust in terms of distribution of your assets. And the other beauty of a revocable trust is, as it's called, it's revocable. It means you can revoke it at any time. You can amend it, you can change it. You can decide if there's a change in your family dynamic that what you originally put in the trust doesn't make sense after 10, 20 years. And you can make changes. So it's a very easy instrument. It doesn't require you giving money or giving the authority to manage your affairs to anybody unless and until you get to a point where you're unable to do it for yourself.
Creating customized strategies based on the unique aspect of each case will result in substantial savings to you and your family.
The estate planning process, of course, starts with a meeting with your attorney. And in that meeting, you have to have an open and frank discussion with the attorney about your family dynamics, your assets, your concerns as you grow older, what kinds of later in life living you want to have. And you can begin to plan through that interaction with the attorney to draft documents that do that. Now, when you have these discussions with your attorney, one thing you ought to keep in mind is, of course, who I want to have the responsibility for doing all this stuff, either as trustee or, if it's a young family, guardianship of young children. And that's a very complicated discussion. And when you determine who those people should be, before you do the documents, you should go talk to them. Make sure they're comfortable with that role. Make sure that you're comfortable with what they would do in that role if you're not there to do what you need to do for yourself. So that includes a healthcare proxy, that includes a young family taking care of children. So once you've made all those decisions and you communicated them to the lawyer drafts the appropriate documents. The documents are signed, witnessed, notarized, and generally most law firms will bind them in a package for you to take home with you. It's a preferred idea to have the original stay in a law firm in a safe and have copies distributed. It's really a good idea to give those to the people that are going to be administering your estate. A healthcare proxy is extremely important for anybody to have. A healthcare proxy, like a living will, directs who may make healthcare decisions for you if you're unable to make or communicate your own healthcare decisions. And in the healthcare proxy, you lay out how you want to be cared for if you get ill. A power of attorney is a fairly simple instrument that gives somebody the authority to manage your financial affairs if you're unable to do so. Somebody that you trust will be able to, if you get sick, pay your bills, transfer money, things of that nature. An online legal service gives you templates to prepare documents. It doesn't provide any mechanism for advice and understanding of a family's needs. There are a number of things we can learn online through the internet, through YouTube, but ultimately, being online doesn't have the capacity to ask you questions and elicit information that is important in the analysis of what you want to do. Some of the process is also the benefit of the experience of a lawyer who has seen a number of families go through the aging process and indeed pass away.
Give yourself and your family peace of mind that your assets will be distributed according to your wishes.
In my view, estate planning is really the ultimate manifestation of that old expression, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. It's something you really should think about and focus on when you have the flexibility to do so. To be able to go through this process ahead of time and not have to worry about it and deal with it while you're grieving the loss of a loved one is really remarkable.
For more information about the Nebenzahl Law Group, visit the website at neblawgroup.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Time for a wardrobe upgrade? Here's some inspiration.
Your appearance often creates the first impression on others. A sophisticated look can convey professionalism and elegance. Are you ready to elevate your style? Let's meet the team at Hive Colony for a unique perspective and experience.
I believe it's important to dress in this particular manner because it exudes confidence, right? It gives you a better sense of being. It says a lot about you and your overall appearance as you enter the room. The emotions that come across while wearing a Hive Colony suit are a multitude. From the boardroom, it can give you a level of confidence. Even on your special day, it gives you that level of romance. The history of Hive Colony started off as a tailored truck concept in the streets of Manhattan. We then opened our first brick and mortar store here in Boston. We're actually sitting in the first showroom as we speak. Customer service is at the forefront of what we do. We go above and beyond to make sure that you are dialed in every step of the way and you feel comfortable and confident about your custom garment clothing with us.
Hive Colony is about thoughtful choices, attention to detail, and expert help in selecting pieces that align with your personality.
The way we focus on what we call FIT, which is an acronym for the Fashion, Innovation, and Technology, is the fashion piece. We ensure that we have some of the best fabrics from across the globe. For the innovation piece, it's our cutting-edge 3D technology. The technology is what kind of ties all three together, allowing us to have more of a seamless process for our clientele. We, in general, are known for having some of the best fabrics across the globe. We carry fabrics like Loro Piana, Zegna, Marzoni, VBC, Drago, Reda, Scabal. All of these are well-known fabric mills with great reputable names. Outside of the wide selection of fabric options, we have suit separates, dress pants, both casual and formal. We also do active shirts and business casual dress shirts. We also provide bomber jackets, overcoats, hunting coats, and dress shoes, which are all handmade in Italy. We can accommodate many budgets. So if you do have a budget in mind, we always suggest that you let us know beforehand. If you have a comfort-specific requirement, we want to understand that. It'll help us better tailor the garment for you. It's important that you allow yourself at least a 4 to 5 week window because we're creating something specific for you. Outside of that, we always suggest a 2 to 3 month window prior to any special occasion or event.
From the initial consultation to the final fitting, no detail is small enough.
In terms of our measurement process, what we're known for is paying attention to the details. We go beyond the tape measure. We use the 3D scanning, the technology, but more importantly than that is really understanding the client's fit preference. The 3D body measuring scan allows us to capture over 300 different measurements. We're able to individually highlight and select any particular measurement that we want to focus on. Here at Hive Colony, we pride ourselves on the level of communication that we provide to our clients. It's one of the ways that we put forth some of the best level of customer service. We believe that throughout the whole process, the client understanding exactly what to expect and setting the expectation so that they have their perfect fitting garment.
From day one, it was a great experience. When I filled out my information on the portal, I included a little piece that I'm profoundly deaf and that I read lips. And I was welcomed with open arms. As soon as Brittany greeted me, she knew to face me the entire time so I could see her lips. And that made me feel so included. Well, I ordered my custom tuxedo for my wedding, and I loved the tuxedo, but I love all their suits and the blazers specifically. I wore one of the forest green blazers, which was so comfortable. I think I like that one the most. I feel powerful. I feel like I'm in my comfort zone and ready to take on the day.
When you elevate your style with sophistication, it becomes a form of self-expression that positively impacts various aspects of your life.
Hive Colony can be found across the country, currently at 10 locations. We are in Boston, we are in New York, we are in New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Nashville, Miami, Dallas, and California. Hive Colony's future plans are to open our 11th location on Madison Ave, which will be our second location in New York City. Hopefully you can find us at a store near you.
To learn more about Hive Colony, visit the website at hiveandcolony.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
You know, there's nothing better than a good night's sleep, but how do you ensure you're getting all your Z's? Having the right mattress can make all the difference. Dr. Dennis Schmaltzy is here from Emma Mattress to explain how their award-winning innovative mattress is helping folks around the globe sleep better. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's talk about this razzle-dazzle mattress. Okay, so it looks comfy.
It is very comfy.
All right, so tell me a little bit of the science behind it.
And it's built to support every body type. So it's not too firm, not too soft. It comes with climatization built in. It has a cooling top layer, and it is coming with a no motion transfer technology so that you don't feel your partner twisting, turning. So it has everything built in for a good night's sleep.
And it's important to sleep in our lives. A lot of people don't put priority on that anymore. It's just so many health benefits behind it.
The sleep is so important for learning, for your immune system, and by now we even understand that dreaming is very important for emotional health. So really, you want to make sure you get a great night's sleep and a great mattress.
So when you talk about the coolness behind it, what does that mean? That you don't feel that heat sometimes that somebody feels in that bed?
I mean, we're here in Florida, right? During summer, I guess it can be very hot. So you definitely don't want to wake up during the night because you're sweating and you're overheating. So what we've done, we've included a foam layer that's ergo-cell foam that is very breathable and makes sure that you always stay cool.
And then when the body basically lies down, it basically just kind of sinks in?
Yes, absolutely. You have this effect that the body is really sinking into the mattress, but at the same time, that's very important, the body is very well supported so that you never get up in the morning and feel any back pain, but you're sleeping very ergonomically the whole night.
I just thought of an idea. Let's put it to the test. Want to do that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to really, really surprise someone. Gina! Come over here. She's our makeup artist. She's like, what? Oh, come on. You and I were talking a few weeks ago, and you told me you can't stand your bed anymore, right?
That's true.
Okay, you're not sleeping well?
No.
So, what do you think?
Oh, it's good. Let me see.
Put the pillow, yeah. How is it?
Oh, that feels amazing.
Yeah? Not too soft?
No, it's
not
perfect.
Too hard?
No, it's perfect.
I feel like Goldilocks.
It's just right. I got the hair.
How do you sleep? Do you sleep on the back or on the side?
Usually on my side.
You want to turn over to maybe face this side?
Okay.
Maybe I correct the pillow a little bit. Yes. So what is very important for a great mattress and for great sleep is that you sleep ergonomically. And that part is that your spine is straight. And that's what we achieve with the Emma mattress. And that is something we achieve for any body type. So irrespective of how tall, how big you are, the Emma mattress supports you always well.
And that alignment of the spine is important because, and I think this is true, where studies have shown when you are aligned, there's less I guess lower back, upper body pain, right?
Exactly, absolutely, that's correct. And that is so important. Combined with like the cooling function plus the no motion transfer technology, you will have an awesome night.
This is, Gina, you awake?
I was kind of falling asleep.
Better than yours at home?
Oh, absolutely.
You consider getting it?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
She's so comfortable she doesn't want to move.
But I got to get back to work.
Okay.
That's okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so if somebody gets the bed, what's it like? How is it delivered? How do I put it together? So many questions. If I don't like it, can I return it?
It's super easy. So really, we want to take all the hassle out of this process of buying a great mattress and getting good night's sleep. So you get it shipped for free to your doorstep. You have a 100-night trial, risk-free with money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't fit during the 100 nights, you just call us.
You don't like it?
We'll pick it up for free.
I know it's designed in Europe but made in America, which I love.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
The American mattresses are made in the US, but we're selling actually to over 20 countries, and we are the most sold mattress in a lot of them, and have won tons of awards, actually more than 25 awards by now, for being the one of the best tested mattresses in a lot of countries based on the consumer organization.
All right, doctor, I want to try it out. And by the way, before I tell you what I think, do you get feedback from people?
That's one of the best things. When you hear from customers that we changed their lives, so that's what we work for, what I've worked for. That's awesome, yeah.
This is really great. And you know what? A good bed can make all the difference. Great stuff. All right, so for our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
EmmaMattress.com/lifetime.
EmmaMattress.com/lifetime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Gina, I think you got one for your house. And for our viewers, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. I know.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.